Hello everybody, this is Mon Retro Gamer and welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wings. In the last episode, we defeated Zodiark and got all the highest level mementos for the Sky Saloon that we could. So, this time, we're going to be going to Midlight's Deep. This dungeon is tough. There's no two ways about it. That is its entire thing. Midlight's Deep, the Well of Whispered Oaths. This first level isn't too bad. We've got some level 99 opponents, because that's how it works. It matches our level. And for this one, I'm going to be replacing Gilgamesh with Zalera. Why Zalera? Well, I just kind of think he's better than... Actually, no, Zodiark is probably better. Zodiark. Yeah, we're gonna go with Zodiark on this one. We're gonna keep Carbuncle. Golem is probably not the best. We're gonna go to Lamia, even though Shiva is there, and we're gonna get Chocobo. We're gonna use this troop configuration. And we're gonna go back. This is the default team. This is the team I use whenever I can. So that is how it's gonna be. But remember, there are 10 levels. And each one is gonna be harder than the last. So, for you today, Sir Bosch, I'm going to summon that, and that, and that, and that. And for Penelo, 2 more. And the tactic is charge the Soul Crystal. That is literally the tactic. The goal is basically to get through the opponents as fast as you can. This is why Chocobos are a good idea. With their high speeds, they can get through us just as quickly as Vaughn and Lyud, who are incredibly fast compared to the rest of the team. Once Zodiark actually catches up, we're going to be in a great spot as well because, well, Zodiark's going to do some immense damage. Something I've learned to do with Vaughn is also to cast Dervish. This increases his attack speed so that he does more damage in the amount of time he survives before he gets sent to the previous Soul Crystal. See? That was the first level of Midlight's Deep. And it gains you 50,000, unless you're not on the main team, in which case it gets you 10,000. This is why Midlight's Deep is recommended for training or gaining experience. Okay, so we're gonna do the second one. Defeat all enemies. For this, we have the Great Malbro. Thrash and Bad Breath inflicts debuffs. We also have Mom Bomb, who's weak to water. The goal here is basically to survive. Does the map contain summoning gates? I always forget. However, Ash is a good character for this, because she has the ribbon, which increases the group's resistance to debuffs. That's something that always comes up, debuffs and all that stuff. Judicer's Helm's always a good idea. I'm not sure who I should replace. To be fair, replacing Kaitez might be a good idea. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna replace Kaitez. We're just gonna go back and see what everyone's... does not contain summoning gates. Which means we need our best stuff for this. Marlboro, there's gonna be less Marlboros than bombs. So I'm going to not alter this one. That's a decent enough team. We're gonna alter this one. For you, we're gonna replace with a Lamia. And you, we're gonna replace with a Golem. And you, well, we're gonna replace with Chocobos. Yeah. We're gonna use this troop configuration. We're gonna go back. The goal here is basically to keep everyone nice and safe. We're gonna check the equipment and see what we can get people to resist, because resists are good. Resist immobilize. Good. Immunity to silence. Always good. Immunity to poison, not that important, so we're gonna equip the fairy pouch, because we don't really need any loot anymore, to increase the speed of our attacks. There's no real... The Lime Wand is way too much of a drop in comparison to the Terra Wand, so I have to keep it like that. He's not even in the team, I just remembered. Lewin, Gungnir. We're just gonna keep with Bullet Captain. Laser gloves, grants immunity to confuse, which is useful. However, because of the fact that we're not actually going to be doing anything that would help that. Judicer's Helm grants immunity to slow. I'd rather keep our health up. So it looks like everyone is set up as best as they can. So we're going to go in, begin the battle against Mom Bomb and Malboro. The reason to have carbuncles in the team this time is basically so they can use Curaga, because Marlboros are sons of guns and are not fun to fight. We're gonna take on these guys. We're gonna use Jump to try to set them off prematurely. The trick is to run in and try to kill them quick. We're gonna use Comet. The Gambit is set to regen, which is useful. These bombs are risky opponents to face because of the fact that they can attack very quickly. So the trick here is basically do not let the bombs near you. Jump is very useful for this, as said previously. In this case, we actually hit 2, or we almost set off 2. Is very good. We've got some afflictions going on. Take him out before he explodes. Because if one of our characters goes down, the carbuncles are not healing. So we're going to just do that there. Why aren't the carbuncles helping? I don't know. But basically we just have to go around. After a certain period of time, I do believe there is going to be more Marlboros spawn in the center. So our goal is to basically clear these guys out as quickly as we can before they do any serious damage. Which is something we're actually capable of, as you can see. Just gonna get a Lamia to confuse that guy. There we go, that should save us some time. Pinello is going to use Curaga on everyone, because we need it. I mean, we've already lost 2 of our Chocobos. Ruby Bomb on everyone, just to keep everyone's health up. Is good. We're just gonna walk over here. This is a much slower mission than the previous one. But Vaughn is still dashing ahead. Liud is stuck, which is not good. Okay, now we can start. Okay. if we had Kaites, we'd sure be careful. Let's just heal everyone up. And attack. And use Comet. And yeah. So we need to keep everyone in roughly the same place. We're gonna heal Vaughn, because Vaughn's the one guy who needs the health, because he's quick, and thus will get ahead of us. We're gonna try to set off this bomb. Sending the bombs our way. And sending them right into range of our attacks, so we can take on this Marlboro nice and safely. 3 more Marlboros are coming, though. So we're probably just gonna wait it out here first. We're gonna wait for them to come to us before we take on the final set of bombs. I'm gonna take on these 2 at once. We're gonna attack. Casting a piece. Protect God and all that. 2 of them are dead almost immediately. And Suniga is the goal here, just to make sure that everyone is nice and safe. And we walk over here, and we jump on the bombs. Hi! And we attack the bombs as they come. We're gonna use Comet. We're gonna use Pyrotechnics on Ash. And I think that's everything done. Mission complete. Good work, everyone. Okay, and to the new one, we have to defeat the War Chief. At least one ally must survive. This is ranged. I always forget to check if the map contains summoning gates before map contains summoning gates. Okay, he's ranged, so melee would be best, so this one is the one where it's been a long time since I've looked at any of these, really. No, we're gonna put Gilgamesh up in there. We're gonna put our Carbuncle. We're gonna put our Golem. We're going to put in Chocobo. And Garchi Chimera. Back, we're gonna use this troop configuration. We're gonna go back. We don't need the resistances anymore. Roughly. We still have Mateus to deal with, but we can deal with her. We're just gonna put Kaites back in the team. We're also gonna change everyone's equipment back to what it was. Mischarge accumulation boost, protective, gauntlets, blazer gloves. And yeah, that's everyone back to normal. So we're going to use this battle party. We're going to be using those espers, and we are going to be fighting the War Chief. I think after this map, I'm going to call it for this episode, but that's probably going to still be a while. It's basically different missions on the same map. Where is everyone else? Oh crap, this requires micromanagement. No! Just get the War Chief. Charge the War Chief. Summon... Okay, and a bunch of carbuncles. And there we go. We win because charging them instead of tactics. They had a soul crystal and everything, we just ignored it. Okay, so guys, this is Mon Retro Gamer. So far we have done 3 of the levels of Midlight's Deep, and next time we are going to be doing 3 or so more. So, I'll see you guys then.